Hello everyone. In other part of experiment 1b, we need to study about the cryptanalysis. Let's see about the Kirchhoff's principle. Although it may appear that cipher would be more secure if we hide both encryption or decryption algorithm and secret key. This is not recommended. Based on a Kirchhoff's principle, one should always assume that the adversary, the Eve, knows the encryption or decryption algorithm. The resistance of a ciphertext must be based on the secrecy of the key. As the cryptography is the science and art of creating the secret codes, cryptanalysis is the science and art of breaking those codes. In addition to studying the cryptographic techniques, we also need to study the cryptanalysis techniques. This is needed not to break the people's codes, but learn how vulnerable our crypto system is. The study of cryptanalysis helps us to create the better secret codes. There are four common cryptanalysis attacks. These are the ciphertext only attack, known plaintext attack, chosen plaintext attack, and chosen ciphertext attack. So what happens in that ciphertext only attack? In ciphertext only attack, the Eve has access only to the ciphertext. She tries to find the corresponding key in the plaintext. The assumption is that Eve knows the algorithm and can intercept the ciphertext. The ciphertext only attack is the most probable one because you need only the ciphertext for this attack. So it can be possible by using the brute force attack. You may try all possible keys. Another one by using that a statistical attack. So in this one, so the cryptanalysis can benefit from some inherent characteristics of the plaintext language to launch the statistical attack. For example, the we know that the letter E is the most frequently used letter in English. The cryptanalysis finds mostly used characters in the ciphertext and assume that the corresponding plaintext character is E. After finding few pairs, the analyst can find the key and use it to decrypt the message. To prevent this type of attack, the cipher should hide the characteristics of the language. See in this table that the E has the maximum frequency and we gave it the other frequencies of this is in English. Another way, that is a pattern. So that pattern may be the diagram like this. Some ciphers may hide the characteristics of the language but may create some patterns in the ciphertext. The cryptanalysis may use the pattern to break the cipher. Therefore, it is important to use the cipher that make the ciphertext look as random as possible. For example, suppose the Eve has intersected this one and wants to apply the statistical analysis to it. So when you tabulates, she gets about that I is 14 times, V is 13 times, S is 12, and so on. So most common character is the I with 14 occurrences. The frequency of I is 14. So I value is 8, and as I is replaced with that E, the value of that respective one is 4. So 8 minus 4, the Eve deduce that the key mostly that is the 4, and it tries to replace it with this substitution cipher or the shift cipher and getting it is such kind of the plaintext. Another kind of attack, the known plaintext attack. In known plaintext attack, Eve has access to some ciphertext plaintext pair. In addition to the intercepted ciphertext that she wants to break. Right? The plaintext ciphertext pair have been collected earlier. For example, Alice has sent a secret message to Bob, but she has later made the contents of the message public. Eve has kept both the ciphertext and the plaintext to use them to break the next secret message from Alice to Bob. Assuming that Alice does not change her key, U uses same relationship between the previous pair and to analyze the current ciphertext. The same method used in the ciphertext only attack can be applied here. This attack is easier to implement because it has more information to use analysis. However, it is less likely to happen because Alice may have to change her key or may have not disclosed the contents of any previous messages. So this is about the known plaintext attack. Let's see about the chosen ciphertext attack. So sorry, chosen plaintext attack. So you have access to that Alice computer. Now it is mentioned that, so suppose that interceptor, that is Eve, has access to the Alice computer, and she can choose some plaintext pair and intercepted ciphertext and find out some kind of the relation between this. But she does not have the key, is it? It is easier to implement, but less likely to happen because the Eve requires the access to the Alice, that is the receiver. So this is the chosen plaintext attack. Another one, chosen ciphertext attack. It is again similar. Now instead of that, Eve has access to that Alice computer, but Eve has access to that Bob computer. Again, she tries to create the chosen some kind of the ciphertext and the plaintext pair and try to match with that Bob's computer and carrying out some relationship between this to break that respective cipher. So these are the 4 different cryptanalysis technique that we have just considered. Now, in our virtual lab activity that we need to carry out the cryptanalysis. So, first activity that we need to carry out the break the shift cipher, and the second activity that we need to carry out the monoalphabetic cipher. That the links I have provided here. So, let's begin. Thank you all.